right, man, there's rumors out there that the Atlanta Hawks got some trade discussions going on with Deandre Hunter and John Collins. It was talks about them shipping Collins out to Utah last year. Heard they picked that talk back up. But one of the Deandre Hunter teams they would think about sending them to was the Detroit Pistons. I'm not sure if it's still on or off the table. I'm going to give my opinion on it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. And quite frankly, dude, I wouldn't mind it. In my opinion, this is my assumption. I look at it as Cam Johnson insurance, and I'm pretty sure they got more than one backup if they don't land Cam Johnson. I know people say he just drafted a short Thompson, but I'm not sure that if he quite ready to step in right now. But if he can beat out Deandre Hunter. I mean, Hunter, good player off the bench, good guy in the backcourt. I mean, they both can do some of the same things. Hunter was big in their playoff run when they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then after that, I don't know if the injuries got to him or what the situation was, but I like him. Guy that give you versatility at the 2, the 3. Athletic, can defend. You can't have too many defenders and athletic wings, especially the ones that can really shoot and shit. So, I think that'd be Cam Johnson insurance. I think Cam kind of, give you a little bit more versatility because he played a little bit of forward too. I think Hunter could too. He's a little bit stronger and thicker than Cam too. But yeah, I would entertain it. Gonna give you about 15, 16 a night. Good defender. Maybe don't have the intensity you really want to have, but when they got DeJounte Murray, I kind of knew they was moving away from him a little bit, even though he gave you some time at the 3. They got Sadiq Bey now, but he more of a defensive guy, good wing, long guy. I mean, there was another team that was in talks before the draft. I forget what other team it was, but yeah, I mean, if we don't get Cam Johnson, I don't mind making that deal. Then you got more money to do what you got to do at the 4 spot, and that's gonna be the interesting thing. If they can find another 4, I mean, is it got to be by trade, or it got to be by free agency? I mean, Jeremy Grant, he won north for 30. I'm not paying him nowhere near that. I don't even think he worth damn near half of that. So I'm not paying him 30. Porzingis already off there. So then you start looking at guys like T.J. Warren. Don't know where he physically at. He might as well go back to Phoenix for the vet minimum and try to help them win a championship. If he healthy enough, so I mean, you looking and saying, man, you got to look around the league and kind of find that 4 that you're looking for. Ryu Hachimura might be a guy that you can hold in place real quick at the 4. But you're just looking around the league. I mean, might not be a popular one, just popped in my head for some reason. I think because his brother got drafted with the Knicks too, or got picked up by the Knicks. Obi Toppin's at the 4. I mean, I don't know if he shoot it well enough, but they like taking second chances. So Obi Toppin's at the 4, and that might interest some people right there. Athletic kid, late bloomer. Gonna rebound. I think he'd be really good defensively. And if you can get him to consistently to hit that corner 3, I mean, that might be a nice little underrated move, him or Hachimura. So that's pretty interesting right there. I mean, but going after DeAndre Hunter is a lot less expensive than Cam Johnson. It's a lot less expensive than Chris Middleton. So. And I think he's still in my opinion, I still think he got some all-star upside. I really do think he still got some all-star upside to him. So, I love the idea of DeAndre Hunter. I mean, even with or without Cam Johnson, I mean, even if you don't get Cam Johnson, I like him better than Karis LeVert. A little bit. I like Karis more off the bench because you can't really trust Karis to stay healthy, but you can make the same catch for DeAndre Hunter. So I like them Karras and Hunter and guys like that. I even like Middleton if he can stay healthy. But I like Hunter and what he can do, probably with a fresh scene. I think Portland should be interesting. I wouldn't be mad at John Collins neither. But that's a little bit more on the expensive side of things with John Collins. That's more on the expensive side of things with John. So even though his contract looking more and more like a bargain every year, and with inflation going the way it's going, it's looking more and more like a bargain. But I mean, I think the bargain basement deals. No offense to these guys, DeAndre Hunter, and Obi Toppins or Ryu Hachimura. I think those are the bargain basement deals. You just take a, and two of those guys had some injury issues with Hunter and Ryu Hachimura. But when Hachimura looked pretty healthy, I think if you get him to, then you can match up and match down. In smaller lineups, you probably get away with Hunter playing the 4. In other lineups, you can get away with Obi Toppins playing the 3 or the 4. Wiseman playing the 3 or the 4. I mean the 4 or the 5. Or Durham playing the 4 or 4. They can match up and match down, however they want to do it. But yeah, those are coming on bargain basement guys, and I'm gonna do a video on that. I wouldn't even think about that. I had to jot that in my notes as I'm pulling up to the gym and shit. But yeah, and then you can flex your muscle. You can flex your muscle financially and kind of go get a guy you probably really, if it's Jeremy Grant, you want to spend that type of cash. I wouldn't. Or you can, kind of just, see if you can trade for somebody or whatever, or just wait and see what happens. Because we ain't seeing this team fully healthy. Hopefully they can stay fully healthy, but all too much. And this new era, these young guys are not staying healthy. I don't know if it's AU basketball, but these dudes ain't never really liked to lift. The high schoolers. But going to college used to physically help your body be mature. You used to get on a strength and conditioning program and all of that. Now, I was listening to Rob Parker and Chris Broussard talk about, why, American basketball kind of falling off. And it seemed like it's falling off, with, a lot of the top guys being European or being international. Joel, Jokic, Giannis, Murray. And we can go on and on. With Steph and LeBron getting out of there. But a lot of the local guys... a lot of the guys today, they're not going to college, and not going to college is not, they're not getting the opportunity to mature their bodies. That's the one thing about going into the league, man. If you ain't already lifting and on some type of strength and conditioning program, you just hooping. And then you go to playing 80, playing 20 games in a high school season, a couple games and whatever, overtime, elite, ignite, whatever you got going on. Then you go play an 82 game season. You don't know how to take care of your body. You don't know how to lift. And then somebody don't show you how to do that. And you ain't just working with the strength and conditioning coach. You got to be working, you got to be working for self-improvement too. In your spare time, you got to lift and know how to lift during the season is totally different. So, that's why a lot of these dudes ain't up to par, because physically they not getting the opportunity to mature and be able to handle the 82 game grind. But that's something to look at about the Pistons, not remaining, haven't seen a healthy bunch. So it's hard to judge. They haven't been able to form their camaraderie. We ain't been able to see, this shit ain't gonna work, or this shit got a chance to work, or it's working better than we thought. We didn't get that opportunity yet. But hey, check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole 9. Peace.